Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles Remastered is disappointing. Actually, disappointing doesn't cover it. For me, it is devastating. To have one of my favorite childhood games be remastered, being shown these beautiful gameplay trailers, the remastered music, the updated visuals, just for them to pull out the rug under my feet at the last second. Don't get me wrong, if you just want a hack and slash game to play with your friends, just running around killing monsters, this is still great fun. And while it is a big part of the experience, it is not what is at the game's core. Not for me at least. It was always about adventure. The memories forged with your friends along the way. All the little and big stories you get to see along your path. In Crystal Chronicles there are so many events along the road. You get to meet an array of colorful characters, all with their own personalities and stories. In the original, some would talk to the whole group, while others would single out just one of the adventurers to form a lasting bond with them. While you might not be involved directly in such situations, you still got to see what your friends are up to. It felt alive, like we really are a group of friends setting out on a grand adventure, but we still got to experience different things. Often you got to sit back and just see how one of your friends handles a problem brought before their character. Other times, it was you up instead. And often, decisions involved the whole group. For example, you could be helping out a crestfallen merchant, but it would leave your character broke if you did. So you turn to your friends and ask them if they would be willing to, in turn, spot you some gil for new equipments. Should you help the merchant or should you not? Often we had these fun little discussions to decide what we were gonna do. In addition to those roadside encounters after every boss fight, you would receive a letter from either your family or someone that your character had formed a bond with. In these letters you would learn more about the characters as well as the world as a whole. You had to respond to these letters, which could either strengthen your bonds or even drive them away, depending on what you said. It was always fun to hear what letters the others got. It actually felt like talking about what our families and friends wrote to us on our long journey. Our characters felt alive, and it really felt like I was sharing a caravan with my friends. All of that is no longer possible. In the remaster, all of these things have been slashed. Now, only the host of a dungeon can receive letters. The others just have to sit by and watch. Traveling along the road together is no longer possible at all. You can only invite your friends to fight alongside you in a dungeon, where they are treated almost like an NPC. I cannot tell you how lonely it feels seeing all these cutscenes from my youth again, but instead of having all my friends by my side, it is just me, all alone. I guess you can still play alongside each other, especially with voice chat. But telling others what your character is currently experiencing on the road is just not the same as them being there with you. Additionally, to progress the story together, you must not only move your caravans independent from each other, but each of you must host each dungeon once to progress their own story. So, if you're going for a 4-player co-op, be prepared to run every dungeon 4 times just to make sure everybody can keep pace. Without going too far into the story, fundamentally, for me this game is about the friends you make along the path and the memories you forge with them. For that reason it feels so much like a slap in the face that they removed the ability to do precisely that. It no longer feels like you're sharing a caravan with your friends. It feels like you're quite literally worlds apart. If you're new to the game, all of this might just seem like nitpicking. But I am certain that many among those who played the original had a similar experience with the remaster. To us, or at least me, it feels like the game has lost its very soul. And that breaks my heart. Just look at the opening scene, it shows us a party setting off together. Almost as if to taunt us, because we are denied just that.